All right, hey, this is Daniel with Better Than Nine. We are going to do an addition to the Ocifer review because you guys have been with us for a while. You've been reading our reviews, and you read my written reviews. And what I want to do is I want to recreate those reviews in a video form. In our first round, if y'all seen, is we were doing the hit and having discussions to show the effects, which is fun, but it's not the same as where I would take the hit and then go out and do stuff and then come back and like document the adventure. So the Ocifer specifically had such a fun story after one of the days. Like, now I think I definitely took more than one hit on this one, but I was very Ocifered. And this freaking story was so much fun. I wanted to like talk about this as a one hit review of the Ocifer from like in reverse. So, okay, so I've been using the Ocifer all afternoon, probably starting at about 3 or 4 o'clock and working because it's very functional sativa. So I was packing orders. You guys' orders were coming in. We were here packing them. We were doing everything, getting everything done. And then so like UPS, if I get my UPS packages to the UPS store by 6, it goes out that day. So if you're within like the metro area of Georgia, you get it the next day. So basically, like, we drop off our packages like by 6. So I've been using Ocifer all day and had, I don't know, 8 or 10 orders. So we had like a pile of boxes this high. So we went over, like, it was 5:45, whatever. I was going over to UPS to drop them, and I was using the little self-scan kiosk going beep, beep, and I had a pile of boxes like here, and the UPS store was like had a lot of people. And all of a sudden, I got this whiff of bud. I'm like, ooh. And I'm like looking around to see if it looked like anybody in the store looked like it was them and not me. And I was like, oh, shoot. Did I not seal a bag? Like, is it coming from my boxes? So I have this pile of boxes. So I'm trying, like, there's the employees there and there's like other people. And I'm trying to like, of course, I'm paranoid.
Of course.
Yeah. I know I'm like, shit, everybody smells it. Fuck, cool. So I was sitting here and I'm like, which box is it? Do I need to? So I'm sitting here trying to like smell my boxes without, it's like, I'm just like, I was trying to read it kind of like, no. And then I had the other box and I was like trying to pretend like I was like leaning over. So I'm like, trying to be all slick, and I was like, shit, I don't know if it's coming out of I don't know what it is. And I had them all in a box that I was carrying them in because it was too much for me to carry. So I was like, well, I'm just being paranoid. So I went and took them, I dropped them all off on the little pile where you leave your stuff. I go back to the car, and my girlfriend's in the car, and I was like, does this box smell like bud? And it was like the carrying box. And she's like, no. I'm like, do I? She's like, no. And I was like, I swear. So I'm telling her what happened, and she's laughing about me trying to smell the boxes like,
what could this be?
No. And then she was like, maybe you smelled something else and it made you think of it. And I was like, yeah, hopefully. So I was like, there's nothing now I can do now, right? It's gone. So we go back home, we made dinner, and I think we were going to watch a movie or something. So I was upstairs taking a shower. Okay, so before I took a shower, I peed, but I didn't flush the toilet because I didn't want the water to change.
Right, yeah, awkward timing there.
Yeah, so I was like, well, it's not going to hurt it for like 5-10 minutes of pee.
Yep.
So I'm in the shower, taking a shower, and like I'm sitting there like washing off, and then I get this smell of piss just overwhelmed me. I'm just like,
out of nowhere then.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I'm like, what did I eat? I was like, did I eat asparagus? I'm like, how? I was like, it smelled such bad like piss in my bathroom where I was showering.
Yeah.
It was like a public restroom.
Oh my Lord.
And I was just like, Jesus. Oh. So I'm sitting here, I get out of the shower and I'm just like, I'm like, it smells like piss. And I flush the toilet and I'm like, golly, good riddance. And I go downstairs and Jeanette had she'd made popcorn for the movie. So it was the smell of the popcorn.
Oh, that artificial butter smell. It's it's almost like ammonia.
Well, right. Typically it smells good like popcorn if you know it.
But I've noticed this. Certain strains, like especially sativas, will mess with your nose, and then it's like the filter's gone. You're like, whoa, I'm not duped anymore. That smells bad. Yeah.
It's like an olfactory hallucination.
Well, and let me tell you, with the box thing, thinking back on this, I've had moments with that dry herb vape. For anybody that doesn't know, the dry herb vape is basically steam. It leaves a specific kind of like sticky resin. It's not like smoke resin, but it's a very light smelling vapor resin smell. Yeah. So I know we use the dry herb vape. If you had that, and then you had the Ocifer, which is making all of your senses go wild, they get really sharp. That probably was what it was.
That might have been the day that
we were smelling it.
That might have been the day after we shot the Ocifer and you had your dry herb.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was that day.
I think you're right, because that was the only reason I would have been smoking in the daytime.
And I've caught that smell on my upper lip. Like, wait, is that me? What is that? And then I'm like, oh, I need to shower. Like, get this stuff off my face. It's so dank. Yeah, good sativas make you smell literally in all directions.
Well, but I was smelling other stuff.
Yeah.
So if I like the smell of buttered popcorn.
Yeah,
so,
usually.
But the fact that it smelled like roadside piss stop.
Oh, probably not gonna go back to that popcorn brand anymore.
No, it was good.
Yeah, you like it.
Because
You're like,
the
I want
next
to eat
day
it.
it smelled great. Well, once I realized it was the popcorn, it smelled good again.
Oh wow.
So it didn't smell like piss. It was just like my brain was.
The Ocifer effect. Yeah. It's so strong for sativas.
So the thing about that was just so I did conclude that I probably smelled something else that triggered that smell, since buttered popcorn smelled like stale urine.
Yeah.
Opposed to fresh urine. Well, yeah, no, stale urine smells much worse. Old pee does smell worse than new pee.
Yes.
After it's had some time to grow bacteria cultures. Yeah, so that was the funny thing about the Ocifer. So be careful, beware of olfactory hallucinations when you're using the Ocifer, which we still have a good amount of in inventory, but this is the end of it. When we're done, we're done. So if you don't got it, get it. Yeah, that was an addition to the Ocifer one-hit review. And we're going to probably start doing the one-hit reviews more like that, where we'll hit them and then we'll go do stuff and then we'll review them afterward and talk about the adventures. Now that it's cold, we're probably not going to do a whole lot outside, but when it gets warmer, we'll have a lot more stuff. But so this is Daniel from Better Than Nine, having more fun with the Ocifer strain. And again, it's available on our website. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.